Amanda with StraightSmile Solutions, StraightSmileSolutions.com, and today we're going to do another elastics video. Yes, y'all can't get enough of them. There's still so many questions about them, so I'm going to try to take it from a different direction. Specifically, we're going to talk about the size and the strength of elastics, how to pick the size, the diameter, I mean by that, and how to pick the strength. And that really depends on what you're trying to accomplish. Let's go over the major classifications of elastics. Of course, I have other videos specifically about this. If you'd like to watch my other videos on elastics, best way to do it is to go to my YouTube channel, not your YouTube channel. Go to your YouTube channel, put in StraightSmile Solutions in the space bar. That'll bring you to my YouTube channel, which has a green banner. Once you're in mine, there's a tiny little magnifying glass that is kind of top right, not corner, but top right. Put in any keyword like elastics or class 2 or box in there, and it'll bring up all the videos that I already have. Anyways, that being said, let's move on. This is going to be a more advanced conversation since we've done tons of videos on elastics before, but let's go over our quick classifications starting in no particular order. This is class 3. Sorry, it's a little hooked right there. It probably should be right there, but got stuck on that bracket. Class 3. Class 2. Triangle. Triangles can come in all different orientations. This could be a triangle. This could be a triangle. This can be a triangle. As long as it hooks on 3 different points, it's a triangle. So lots of different triangles, okay? This is what we call box elastic. Again, box elastics can be here. They can be here. They can be here, okay? They can be here. It might involve just a few teeth or more teeth. Again, same thing. Depends on what you're trying to do and what wire you're on, okay? This is a posterior box elastic, anterior box elastic, okay? And here's more triangles, triangle, 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 okay? So let's talk about size and strength and what you're trying to do. So it depends on what you're trying to do. Again, I can't say that enough, and what wire you are in. If you are on what I call a light wire, which should be 12, 14, or 16, then you need to use a light elastic. A light elastic is normally 2 to 2.5 ounces. I've seen it 1.5 up to 2.5 ounces. Anything past 2.5 ounces is not a light elastic, okay? If you, like I said, you're on 12, 14, or 16, light elastic, okay? And you need to have a big enough diameter to accomplish for what you're trying to do. So everybody's mouth is going to be different depending on kind of how the teeth sit, how big the teeth are, lots of different variables. So you're just going to have to try them in. It's like trying on shoes. Once you figured out if you're doing light, medium, or heavy, like we just talked about it, then you need to figure out what orientation and how it's going to hook on and what diameter you need to pick. So obviously the bigger the diameter, or the bigger the, I don't know if you call this volume, but you know, of the cubic mass of the space that you're creating, the bigger the diameter of the elastic needs to be, right? So here is probably going to be like maybe quarter. This is going to be maybe quarter. This might be 5/16, 5/16. This could be 3/16, 3/16. This is usually 3/16, 3/16 for me. Okay, so it really depends, like I said, how big it needs to be. And it should be the tightest possible elastic to get that orientation the patient can comfortably take on and take off. If it takes them 30 minutes to put it on, it's too tight, okay? They should be able to comfortably do it. It should feel tight when they're at rest. It should feel tight when they're talking. If it's slack at rest, it's not going to work because half the day or more their mouth is going to be at rest, right? So there needs to be tight. Sometimes if I'm on the fringe or on the fence, I'll give them 2 different diameters. One, a daytime one, which is slightly bigger, and a nighttime one, which is slightly tighter. That works really well too. So don't stress out too much. Okay, so we went over the light elastics, 12, 14, 16. I would call the medium elastics as 18 or 16/22 or even maybe 17/25 for those wires. So those would be medium. Medium, again, is around 4 ounces. Could be 4.5 or could be 3.5, somewhere in there. If it's less, it's more like medium light. If it's more, it's like medium heavy, okay? And different brands are gonna have different strengths in ounces. So just find the one that works for you. But I think you have to stock quite a few. But I don't recommend buying them in major bulk. If you buy from any Ortho distributor, they're gonna make you buy them in crazy amounts of bulk, and they do go bad in a year or two. The latex starts to wear out, and non-latex ones are terrible. So better to even just get them from eBay. They sell just a few, or other places where they can sell just 5 or 10 packs, and 1 pack is normally going to last the patient about 2 weeks. So you're going to need a lot of packs. But most commonly, I recommend stocking light, medium, and heavy in 3/16 1/4, and even maybe 5/16, maybe not the lights, I don't use that much, but 5/16, and then that's pretty much it. Maybe you need a 1/8 here and there, it's very rare. Mostly you're going to be using 1/4 and 3/16 for the most part, maybe 5/16. All right, hope that was helpful. Thank you.